Hi, okay, what we're going to cover now is referred to in boxing sometimes as the slip line or string line training, as I like to call it. And again, cheap to do, piece of old rope or a piece of bungee nowadays, sling it across, you know, a good 6 to 8 foot gap. Here we've gone right across the gym, and Bob's your uncle. About shoulder height for it is what you want to stick the line out at, so make sure it's not too low or too high. And basically this is to show you where the centre line is, okay, on what we call a sagittal plane. The centre line here, as opposed to going straight down, and it's where your punches should be going to. Okay, now sometimes you can be outside the line, hence you'll see a boxer slip out or slip back in, and they will throw their techniques towards the line or just outside of the line. Technically you should be towards the line, okay, but some will throw just outside, okay, and this is just to simulate slipping and moving away from the attempted jab, sometimes a hook. Now, this is a kind of boxing orientated thing, and people think, yeah, you do boxing stuff on this, and that's all well and good, and there's lots of clips up on that, or there's quite a few good clips up on that on YouTube and stuff like that. But we're going outside the box here with JKD as always, and being a bit more creative. And it's not just the domain of boxers, martial artists can train on the string line as well. And we're going to show you some combos in some little clips that you can practice that will help your training. Now this first one Danny's just going to show, which is basically using a Tan Sao with a punch, followed by Pak Sao with the rear cross, followed by an inside Lop Sao to a back fist with the lead hand again. This is equivalent to like the Wing Chun type of techniques called LOP DAR. JKD we like to call it hitting and cover, where the emphasis is more on the strike than the parrying hand. So we'll just let Danny have a go at that for us nicely. So you see, I'm basically showing you fairly slowly there, a little bit quicker coming back at camera. Don't worry too much about the footwork as such, it's about what the hands are doing here. Okay, and we'll just show you just slowly again what's happening. We're slipping from the inside out, we're presenting our Tan Sao to block the incoming strike and hitting. We're then making a slight push shuffle forward as we turn the punching hand into a Pak Sao. Bring it down the line as you set up the rear cross, vertical fist, but you can cork if you want. And we then take that hand, and you can push again if you want or stay where you are. As it's a Lop Sao, I'm going to stay where I are and lean back. And we pull a Lop Sao and set up a back fist. Okay? So that's our motion, yeah? And this is a good little thing to do, especially if you've got no one to train with, if you're Billy No Mates, okay, you're training on your own. Because often, obviously it's great to have a training partner, wooden dummy, spring dummy, whatever. This is just a nice little bit of kit. Sometimes you'll see us do techniques like this on the slipstick. They're all different ways of getting the same job done. And as many ways as you can have for variety stops the athlete getting bored. And you can still progress and get very skillful at these techniques. So we're going to do a few of these in a series. I hope you enjoy them and practice them and you get something out of it. Thanks for Danny with this one. Cheers.